come as a resolution.
So about May or June.
Yeah. All right, welcome everyone to our financial workshop for March. Actually, we'll be dealing with the month of January on here. And I think everybody should have a copy of the financial packet and their financial statements in their packet there. So Michael, you want to give us a little review of what's happening? And
hello, everybody. This is going to be my first review, so we'll see how this goes. I do have my phone a friend here, so if you have any questions that I can't answer, then he's going to be the one that I'm going to turn to. But what you have before you is our January numbers for our budget. I have changed the form around just a little bit so that we could be a little bit more information on the form. So what I have added to the form is previously we had the 2020, what would have been the actual numbers. We have added the budgeted numbers on there so you can see as we go along. We had the percentages on there before, but this will kind of give you a dollar figure to kind of see where we're at versus what we had actually projected in the budget. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit easier to read and kind of comprehend of what the information is. As you can see at the top of the page, as of January, this completes 8.49% of our fiscal year. Our revenue so far for the actual 2022 for all funds down at the bottom is $984,832.32, which is 8.08% of our projected budget. And our expenses have been $539,434.83, which is 4.69% of our projected budget for the year.
Thank you.
So,
I really appreciate this.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
all right. Also, just kind of another little thing to point out over here on the left, if you'll look under 80, water and sewer, we kind of broke that out a little bit more so that you would understand that calculation within the spreadsheet of how we get to those numbers. We have our under and over in the green column because I want to keep that green. That's money. So that's our under and over column of where the departments are at.
Wow.
So does anybody have any questions about any of those numbers?
The restricted, that's that I&I restricted. So that's just, all we're going to show here is this year, no running tabs or anything like that.
Correct. This is the numbers starting January 1 going forward.
Great.
Yes, sir. If there's no questions on that, the other page that I wanted to bring your attention to was the long-term liabilities. We did do some adjustments on this page to give you a little bit more information. Kind of what we updated here was we're kind of showing you what our current status is, what we've currently paid so far this year, when our next payment is, and if that's going to be an interest payment or a principal and interest only. So you'll see in 2022 so far we have not made any payments on those. On the sales and use tax bond 2020, our next payment on that is going to be April 1st. The payment will be $12,848.72, and that's an interest only payment. 6 months after that, we will pay our principal and interest payments, which will be in October. On the water and sewer 2008 revenue bond, we haven't made any payments on that in 2022. Our first payment on that is in June of 2022, and that'll also be an interest-only payment of $12,705. We will make our principal and interest payment on that in December of 2022.
So is that a 6-month interest accrual?
Yes.
Both of those? Well,
Yes.
no, the other would be for 3 months. 3 full months. 3 months and 5 months. Okay. I guess they go from,
So that'll give you a little bit of information, and we'll try to keep this, like, so that you'll know, just kind of for your information of when we have a payment coming up, when it's going to be, what kind of payment it's going to be, and how much we're going to have to pay. So off of our amortization schedule. So that gives you just a little bit more information. It still has the original information on there of how much the original amounts were, how much we paid, what our current principal balances are,
Right.
and what our interest paid to date is.
And what's the projected payoff date?
The projected payoff date so far is on the normal amortization. We have not sped that up. So our payoff on the 2022, it's in the 1, 2, 3, 4th column over, 10/1 of 2027, and the other one
there
is
it is.
12/1
Okay.
of 2027. Yes, sir.
okay.
Great.
Okay.
Wow.
And then the last thing, did y'all get a copy of our sales tax
Yeah,
report? Okay.
yeah.
So the sales tax that we received in February was $227,140.16. So far, we're tracking at a 31% increase over this time last year. And this would be the sales tax that was collected in December, that was paid in January, and we receive in February. And as you can see, we're up over February of last year also.
Isn't it 2 months? Would this be December? number?
Yes.
Yes, this is December's. It was collected from the merchants in December, would be paid by the merchant in January, and then we receive our portion in February.
Well, we've never had a month like that, have we? A December like that.
It's good news.
It's really good news.
Very good news.
And that's all we have, if y'all have any questions.
The only one I have is, are we going to, refresh my memory, are we going to do this, get this handed out on the first meeting of the month and then review it on the second meeting of the month? Isn't that correct?
I
From here
believe
on out?
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's correct, yeah.
Okay. So we'll be getting ones shortly for the next meeting.
Yes. You'll be getting the February numbers.
Yeah, okay. Very good.
So we can do our homework.
That'll get us back on track.
I know.
And to reiterate, thank you, for those of us who are not accounting mavens, thank you for simplifying it for us in color charts. The only thing that's missing for me is if it's a good report, put a smiley face at the bottom. If it's not a good report, put a frowny face.
I can do that. The mayor and I have talked about doing some charts and everything, so maybe I could make it into make the chart into a smiley face.
There you go.
And then if we have a downward trend, the smiley face will be frowning.
Yeah,
or something
frowny
like that.
face, yeah.
Or
I'll
the
work
head
on that.
blowing up.
Lots of pictures. Lots of pictures.
I'll work on that. And if there's anything that you see on here that you would like changed, or you'd like better information, more clarified information, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do to put it together. So,
Thank you, guys.
all right.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Any other questions for anybody?
Just drive safely home.
All right.
Who has to drive to-
Well, I think we had a good month so far, and it looks like I was out there looking today, so I'm guessing, has spring break started?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Last
Because I've
weekend.
seen a lot of people out on the street on a Monday.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
a lot of young people.
Busy,
So
busy.
hopefully we'll continue on with our people as long as our weather will cooperate.
There you go.
So, well, if there's nothing else, then we can go ahead and adjourn the budget workshop and reconvene at 6 o'clock for our normal city council meeting.
That's pretty quick.
And we will let the boys go home.
30.
So,
Thanks, guys.
Good
thank you
night.
very much, Michael and Lonnie. We appreciate it.
An autograph